Hey, someone commented on my channel that they're having trouble getting into their bike lock, and it was an SPGOOD lock, and I couldn't really help them without knowing the lock. And I thought it looked alright, so I bought one, and it had to come all the way from the UK to New Zealand. It only took 11 days or something, which was pretty impressive. It's underneath here. It's got a chain, linked chain. Now the website says it's 7mm, but even through this outer covering, when I measure that, it's not 7mm. It's less. Also, the website had some grammatical errors on it, even though it's sold on Amazon, so I don't know if that was such a good sign. Anyway, the lock seems to work quite well. 5 wheels, 100,000 combinations, and the wheels turn quite nicely. I'm going to turn this to the right. I'm going to shuffle these to a combination that I don't know. Just back and forth and round and round. Okay, that'll probably do it. So I'm going to put this, I think I have to turn this around back first and then put this in, and then shuffle it. Okay, it's at a combination that I don't know. Putting all these to zeros just to make it easier. Okay, it opens from this side, and you can see that if I close it and then open it again, you might be able to see that one end is moving, this end, and this end's not. And what we're going to do is try the indirect decoding method, where I'm going to pull on the shackle as if I'm opening it. I'm going to see what happens on if the first number is on 0. Does it make the second wheel tighten up while I'm applying tension? If not, I'll go to the next number and see if 1 does it, and so on and so on. And the number that makes this wheel tighten up, I know this is the correct number. And I'm starting from this side, partly because it's opening from this side, and also if I do tension it, these wheels over here turn easier than this wheel. If I tension it harder, this wheel tightens up more than these wheels do. Okay, so I'll just, I don't have to put these all to 0, by the way, but I'm just going to, whoops, that's better. Now they're all zeros. So you have to ideally pull harder the better, really, but it doesn't have to be heaps hard. If you find it's not working, you're not strong enough, you might have to get someone to help you tension it. I'm going to tension it by pulling, and I'm pulling with both hands while I'm turning this to see how tight or loose this is. Just going back and forth, back and forth. Okay, it's that tight. Not much resistance. Put it to 1, pull. Not much. 2. Not much. 3. Not much. 4. 5. Oh, now that's got lots of tension. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with 5. It'll probably be the only one on this wheel, but I'm just going to check that. 6, easy. 7, easy. 8, and I'm pulling each time. 9, pull. Okay, every other one is easy except for 5, so it's pretty obvious to me that there are no like false gates or anything like that. So it's pretty easy to know that this number here is 5. So I go on to the next one. And so on 0, does it make this one tight as I'm pulling? It's this tight, just as tight. One of the advantages of putting it back to 0 each time is that I'm just testing the same sort of numbers each time, because sometimes some numbers on some locks, especially if they have false gates, it might upset. It might have different resistance at different numbers. Oh, now that's really, really tight. Okay, so it looks as though this is also 5. And so which number of this wheel will make this wheel tighten up? Let's see. So I'm pulling that tight. It's a little bit tight actually, but so is this. These two, since they're in the correct gates, they're making things tighten up quite a bit. Ooh, now that's really, really tight on 3. Yet if I go to 4, it's just back to sort of normal tightness, I think. But this is really, really tight and it's hurting my fingers. If you find you get sore fingers and they're getting too sore, you might want to wear some gloves. So I'm happy that that's probably 3. I'm not going to check the rest of the numbers. Now, which number on this wheel will make this wheel tighten up? Let's see. Okay, it's quite tight. Now, and at 1, quite tight. But I'm looking for one that is tighter than the others. They all seem to be about the same sort of hardness. Whoops. Oops. Keep on knocking this wheel over to the next one. Now, since it's so tight, it's hard for me. It's hurting my fingers. Not sure if it was 8. 8 seemed a little bit tight. I clip this. Maybe not. It might be easy if I pull and then test with trying to turn it with these fingers. So I'm going to go through them again. So I'm going to pull and try and test with these fingers. Gee, that is very tight. My left hand's not as strong. Yeah, that's not going to work. My left hand's just not strong enough. So as I say, I should probably be putting on gloves right now, but I'm just going to check them again. Since I'm confident with the first 3, I could just try every single combination of these 2 wheels. It wouldn't take that long, but I'm going to see if I can do it. Okay, so it's quite tight. Maybe 0 was tighter actually. I can't tell without maybe if I put on gloves then I could really pull. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, as I said, these 2 wheels won't take long. I'm going to pull. I'm going to try every number while that's on 0. Just going to, and it was 0. Okay. If it wasn't 0, I was going to try every number on this last wheel, then turn it to 1 and every number, and then 2 and every number. I thought 0 was tighter, but yeah, as I say, It was really starting to hurt my fingers. So anyway, that's how you decode this lock with the indirect method. I hope that helps. Thanks.